Cultures under the microscope. Insights into cultures around the globe.
A Touch of Belgium cultural event took place on Saturday afternoon at Ly Thái Tổ Garden, Hanoi, to celebrate the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Belgium and Vietnam. 11 members of the Brussels-based Majoretteketet performed some of their best parade routines around Hoan Kiem Lake. Today, VOV 24/7's Culture Rendezvous will talk to Anke Van Lancker, Deputy Head of Mission at the Belgian Embassy in Vietnam, to learn more about her country's baton twirling performance. Hello, Ms. Anke. Thanks for joining us today on VOV 24/7's Culture Rendezvous. Tell us a little bit about the Majorettes.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a tradition in Belgium where every village has its marching band, and accompanying this marching band you have a small group of girls that are using sticks. They're twirling the sticks and they put them in the air. I think in Belgium we like parades. So people march behind a band, and it's the band that gives the rhythm for the majorettes to twirl their sticks and to march in the rhythm of the music.
How many performers are there on a team?
So we have now 11 of them, so one major and 10 majorettes. They will come. You have the girls, and then in front of them you have a major. And I think there is some link with the army when people are marching on a band, and there you have one guy who's called the major, like in the army, putting up the rhythm. He has a bigger stick and he will like put on the rhythm 1, 2, 3, 4, up. And they will be accompanied by a Vietnamese band. It's called the Hanoi Brass Band. I think it's going to be nice because it's putting in some Vietnamese influence into dances.
So is it actually a dance or a march?
So I think usually they are marching in the street and they have some small steps, and it always goes together with throwing up the stick, putting the stick, turning it around. And actually it's kind of also an old tradition. The group that's coming for us now, they use this old tradition because there's not so many of them anymore, and they transformed it into something modern. They are more like street theater, engaging the public and trying to make it more into something theatrical and circus. It's not the very traditional way of doing the majorette anymore. It's more fun. Engage the public, and they will go to the kids and they will do some funny things, and the audience will surely have fun.
What kind of clothes do they wear when performing?
They're all identical, and usually they wear short skirts and boots. These white and black costumes, and they wear also kind of like a marine kind of hat on their head.
Are they the Belgian royal team?
No, they're a team from the city of Brussels. They're founded by a cultural center in the heart of Brussels, and they started there, and they also have their own brass band. They're subsidized by government. They get some small allowance for them to practice. They're amateurs, so it's not their profession. It's actually also to show that in Belgium a lot of people do a lot of associative activities. Like in the weekend or the evening, people will send their kids to a sports club or to a cultural club or something like that. Very common in Belgium, where you have a tight community, you have a small village and people come together, they play music, they dance, they act together, and we like to go out together, but we also like to work together at something and to show something to the audience and to share this cultural experience.
Where do they perform?
They perform in cultural events mainly, like, for example, you have a big classical music festival in Brussels, they would perform there. And this weekend, on Saturday, is also taking place the Zinneke Parade in Brussels. And a Zinneke is a Brussels stray dog, but we also use it for people living in Brussels because they're a mix of all kind of people, and it's a very diverse public, and we try to show this diversity in this parade. And it means someone is found on the street, and a Zinneke is also the word for someone living in Brussels. Yeah, years ago they decided to organize a parade. So you have like groups of people that organize themselves for the parade, and they dress up in specific clothes and they also have music, and then they parade through Brussels, showing off the diversity of the city, and also, again, as I told you, like people sharing the community. And for example, the Majorettes would participate in this kind of parade. When there is a fair, they would also perform.
What can we expect at this week's event?
The idea of our event on the Saturday is more like transforming Lit Taito Square a bit in a Belgian fair, because we will be having Belgian food, there will be the activities around the Smurfs, and there will be the parade, we will be having a Belgian choreographer and a DJ. It's a bit like what you would have in a normal Belgian village. So that's what we actually wanted to share with the Vietnamese audience. In Dutch we call it gezelligheid. It's like coziness. We like to be together, we like to drink a beer together, we like to eat fries together, and that's what we want to share with the Vietnamese people.
Thank you, Anke, for talking to us today.
Cultures under the microscope. Insights into cultures around the globe.